Have you ever wondered why it's a good idea to memorize scripture? I'll give you two examples in the Bible, one a good one and one a bad. So the first example is Jesus and Satan, when Satan's tempting Jesus in the wilderness. Satan quotes scripture, Jesus quotes scripture back, and there's like a scripture off. Obviously, Satan's twisting the scripture to say something that it's not saying, and God is correcting him and saying what it actually means. A bad example, when you don't know your scripture or have it memorized, is like in the Garden of Eden, when Eve quoted back to Satan or the serpent that she misquoted the scripture. And then he added extra words and took out some words. And then they decided, like, oh, the tree is fruitful. And yes, I would like to be like God. So then they ate of the fruit. Now, a funny anecdotal story about scripture from my history. When I was a kid, like I was in high school, my mom was doing our hair, and so she did my sister first, then me, and we were watching like some end time movie on like TBN channel. And after she was done, I went downstairs, had cereal, and during that time, my sister decided to crawl underneath my bed. So I go in bed, I lotion on my feet before I go to sleep, and she reached out and grabbed my ankle. Obviously, my mind was still processing the movie, so I'm like, oh, the end time is here, and Satan is trying to drag me to hell. That's like my mind just went to that like extreme. And every single Bible memory verse that I had ever learned in school, in Sunday school, came back to me with such clarity. Like I was casting Satan out. Like the Lord said unto my Lord, I will crush your head. Like everything came back to me. The bed started shaking and I'm like freaking out, like max level. I'm like, Jesus, save me. And then I screamed like, Mom. I felt like it took her like 30 years to open the door. She opens the door. She's like, what's going on? And at that same time, I hear my sister go, it's me. It's me. But yeah, that is a silly story, but but that is why we should all know our scripture, because you never know when Satan's gonna grab your ankle and drag you. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye.